What is up, everyone? Anime Unrated here. We're back with another Geeks 5 Ever podcast. We've been away for a while. We're back. Yeah, I've been off the grid. Yes, I know. Lots of shit has happened. Lots of things have happened. People that were shunned by the community came back, and everyone made a big deal out of it because they had to stick up their ass. That's one of the things we'll talk about. But one of the things we will address a lot of things today. But today I have two very special guests. One of them I've been trying to get on the podcast for a while, and one of them is coming back. And it's an honor to have both of them on my show. This show's been going on. We're almost a whole year now. We have almost 150 subscribers, and we have over 600 likes on our Facebook page. Geeks 5 Ever is growing. We are getting somewhere. And plus, we have IkiCon coming in New Year's. I don't know if it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks. 3 weeks, I think. So first, let me introduce my boy, D-Rock. He runs a podcast called Generic Podcast on YouTube.
What's going on, Jesse? You doing all right?
Yeah, what's up, man? Finally.
Not much, just yeah, finally, man. Taking all day, man.
Shit.
Mostly my fault, but shit.
No, I mean finally that you're on the podcast. We've been trying to do a crossover for a while.
Man, hope it's a good crossover, man. We're gonna get some good shit talking today.
So, dude, tell us a little bit about your podcast.
Man, my podcast is simple, man. We just talk about stuff we like. Mostly, I kind of stick around video game related stuff, but we talk about anything that's entertainment and what we like to talk about.
So you can kind of say that it's generic.
Yes, it's pretty generic.
Speaking of video games and stuff like that, see, okay, I watch your show, man, and I gotta say, man, some of your staff members need to do their research on the DC stuff. Because I'm over here face palming. I'm like, no.
Man, I don't know where all the information my other guys get it from, but mostly my stuff actually comes from because I didn't start reading comic books till my teenager years, but all my knowledge came from the basic cartoons that came on back early, probably like late 90s.
That's right. You're one of the people I was face palming at.
Yeah.
No, because I'm such a hardcore Batman fan, but because I know a lot about DC Universe. I know, like, there's the Golden Age, the Silver Age, then there's the Infinite Crisis, then there's the Battle. There's the Crisis on Infinite Earths, and then there's the. Okay, so DC rebooted twice. It did from the Infinite Crisis from 1986, which was the modern era, and then we had the New 52, which ironically ended with 52 issues of each story, and then we have Rebirth, which is a combination of both. But I mean, I'm such a huge fan of DC. That's why that one episode kind of particularly stuck with me. But overall, man, loving the podcast, and I will post a link, and hopefully we can get you some more followers, people that actually, for my 10 listeners that listen to my podcast.
Well, that's 10 more that needs to go my way, man. That'd be awesome. That's
right. It'd be messed up, fucked up, even if we have the same 10 listeners. So, and our next guest, returning, it's always an honor to have this man. He's part of a band, but we're not here to talk about the band, even though the band is awesome. We've been talking about them a lot. We've done live streams for them. We've worked with them in the past, and we have just not just a friendship, but also a business relationship, because we're trying to help them get more awareness. The lead singer for UNDERSUBSIDENCE, Tony Dark, also a member of Generic Mana Podcast.
So how's it going, everyone?
What's up?
And just to throw something, I'm actually glad to be back, man. I've been wanting to, be in a podcast with you again, and I'm actually glad D-Rock is here too. Been trying to get him to join this conversations we've been having,
right?
And just to throw something out there, I know that guy with no information about DC was me. I know that. Let me tell you something. For our podcast, I do no freaking research, man. I do watch a lot of DC and Marvel. I'm a big fan of both, and I know sometimes I screw up, but that's why I say, full disclosure. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Okay, well, before I'm glad you said that. And the warnings are in the beginning of the video, but I feel like I need to say it because some of you dumb motherfuckers can't read. The opinions. The opinions expressed on this show do not reflect those of the other admins or sponsors of Geeks 5 Ever. However, if you do have a complaint, feel free to go to facebook.com/Geeks 5 Ever. However, if you complain and bitch and someone by the name of Anime Unrated answers, I guarantee you I give no shits. This
Full
podcast
disclosure.
is for mature audiences only. And that's the thing I don't know if I ever told you this, Tony.
Yes.
Is that before I had talked with you in the band, we had to make sure no one cussed at all on the podcast. But once I did the interview with y'all, it changed. It was like, nope, mature audiences from now on.
I unfortunately, I can't help it though. Like, I believe cursing is just more of a natural thing for me.
Well, no, like
It prevents me from.
you guys helped us though, because once we changed the rating, it was people were more open, they were more free to say what they wanted to. That's why once we changed the rating, that's kind of why the shit talk kind of died, because what's the point of doing a shit talk podcast when all of the podcasts are 18 plus?
That's very true.
So
So you can say that we fucked it up for you, pretty much.
yes,
I'm just messing with
and you can cuss all you want. I mean, when I did the Creeper podcast, I had to edit out 15 minutes of the girls talking about different sized penises because that had nothing to do with the subject.
Well, how come you didn't invite me to that one? I love talking about penises, man. Especially the length of the penises. I fucking love it.
It's like
Now you see what I have to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm an expert on this shit.
It's like the comedian. We went to this comedian show. He's like, "Oh man, I love point of view porno. It's like porno, but with like the VR porno." But he's like, "But I've seen so many of them. I'm starting to recognize penises." Yeah, I know that guy.
See, I do watch quite a bit of porn. And I'm not ashamed to say it because, everybody watches porn, right?
No.
And honest, okay,
No.
okay, let me rephrase that. 99.9% of people watch porn. That's why the porn industry is such a great freaking industry, man. They make so much money.
And plant a lot of trees.
And
playing a
at
lot
the
of trees,
same
man.
time, Pornhub is one of the few websites that actually showcase 1080p anime.
Yes, I actually saw that. They had a
They had
a
episodes
clip.
of Naruto in 1080p.
Well, let me tell you on this one.
No wonder some people know about Naruto. There you go.
Your favorite video stops playing, it autoplays to Naruto, you start watching, you get into it, next thing you know, you go back to Pornhub every day, right?
Or you know what? If you like anime and Pornhub, maybe Pornhub has a Naruto hentai.
I'm sure they do.
Enjoy the best of both worlds.
Something very funny that I found out when I was actually browsing Pornhub is that I was browsing Pornhub and I saw this clip from One Punch Man, right? And I was like,
Oh,
what's
God.
freaking One Punch Man, right? So I started watching. No, and it was a clip from the actual anime.
Oh, okay.
But the tags, but the tags.
Can you imagine that? Like One Punch Man, the hentai is like, oh, good lord.
Well, let me
Whoa.
tell you. But the hashtags or the tags on the video was fisting, men fisting each other, and all this crazy crap. I was like, you know what? These kids are fucking crazy. But if you ended up, of course, browsing, men fisting each other, of course, you come across, One Punch Man. That's what happened to me, honestly, with you.
Hey, man, no one's judging here. Sometimes some people like to watch that stuff, and some people just get their jollies off of watching the Food Network. Happens.
I'm like a cat. I get very curious. You know what they say?
Oh,
Curiosity killed the cat.
Speaking of cats, I want to get a cat, like a dark-colored cat,
Please
and
don't.
I want to name him Beerus.
Beerus. That's pretty cute though.
Or Lord Beers?
Lord Beerus.
Lord Beerus.
Are you gonna get like a hairless cat?
I want to, but I heard they're such
too
high
expensive,
maintenance. Like they're more
Yep.
expensive and they're such high maintenance.
Yeah, they're like the high class of more of a feline.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we don't have one. We have 4 cats, and they're all freaking annoying. But
You
we don't
sound
have
like-
a hairless cat. What is it?
You sound like my you sound like my friends Tori and Trunks. They had 4 cats. They got rid of one, My friend Trunks' girlfriend Tori went to the what was it, the pet store to buy more cat food.
Uh-huh.
She came back home with another cat,
Shit.
and we're like,
Sounds about
whoa,
right.
that's not cat food. That's a cat.
It
And
came with the bag.
you know what? And by the way, normally we do shout outs, but this isn't a shout out. This is a fuck you to PetSmart, or is it Petco?
Yeah, there you go. Petco. I mean,
Which
Let's
one
go
is
with
the one that
Petco.
sells pets?
is it Petmart?
I think they
Which one sells birds? Because I got kicked out of one of them.
that is PetSmart. I want
Yes,
to
it
say.
is PetSmart. Okay, so it is PetSmart.
So I don't know. I don't usually go in these places, man.
No, I got
It,
kicked. I got kicked out of one because me and my buddy went inside of there. We were buzzed and bored,
oh fuck.
and so we went to like the parakeet section or the bird. You know, the birds that repeat you, the parrots.
Uh-huh.
And so for 4 hours straight, we were teaching one of the birds to say something. And so we hit around the corner, and here comes this. Oh my! Like it was perfect, dude. Like I couldn't have asked for a more perfect scenario. It was a lady with like the "I want to speak to your manager" haircut with her 5-year-old boy, and she walks by. She's walking by the birds, and the first thing this motherfucker says is "Rock, suck my cock, suck my cock." This we spent 4 hours teaching him to say that word per word. And then when she walked
Best.
by, this bird said it, and she lost her shit. They called management, and they caught us right away because we didn't even run. We fell on the floor laughing. And the cop comes by. They call the cops, and the cop comes by, and the cops like, "What's going on?" "Oh, they taught this bird to say vulgar language." I'm like, "We did no such thing." They're lying, and then the bird's like, "Ah, suck my cock," in front of the cop. And the bird would not shut up for like an hour straight. And so like the cop's like, "Well, I'm gonna go run your." He's like snickering. I'm gonna go run your info. He didn't even take our IDs. He walked around the corner for like 10 minutes and then came back. I guarantee you he was laughing, and like the manager was
Dude,
pissed, and the lady was even more pissed, and the bird won't shut up. And they're
sounds like the
like, the
best four
manager,
hours I've ever spent, you know.
the manager's like, "I can't even sell the bird anymore." Shit, I'll buy it.
You
So
should have called me. I'll take the fucking bird.
next time we're gonna go to a different location and teach the bird to say whenever a fat person walks by, "Ah, don't eat me."
Damn, dude.
Well, because we're
Yeah, hey,
close.
that is dedication though, especially
Especially
teaching an
when you're
animal how to
drunk.
say something. Yeah,
It's like,
you
"Hey,
you must have
birds."
been very,
We were
very
very
bored.
bored and drunk, and it was the middle of the day.
Oh shit.
Well,
Well,
I wish actually if I had a parrot, I will actually teach him how to say shit like that,
Should teach them Spanish and just
like
let them go.
Spanish, and just like say verga the whole time, right? Just like cock, cock.
no, I would teach him to say puto every time somebody walks by. Puto, what you call me, you bitch?
Exactly what you repeated to myself.
Dude, okay, so
Yeah, so that's why I don't have any. Mhm.
today, like we invited D Rock and we invited Tony Dark because a lot of people don't know this, but Tony Dark, oh my god, he's always going into Facebook jail. Now,
Yeah,
Facebook jail, for those of you that I'm pretty sure most of y'all don't know what Facebook jail is. Whenever you make a post and it gets reported and it violates Facebook's whatever stick up their ass policy. Hold on, I had to burp a little. um, somebody reports, and it goes against their stick up their ass policy. If Facebook finds it very offensive, they can have it removed, and they can also have you suspended from posting and answering messages for 24 hours. If it goes above that, it turns into a couple days or a week, and if it goes past that, a couple weeks to a month. And then after that, it's either
deleted.
yeah, you're deleted pretty much at that point. If you get the month, you're pretty much gone. And you know what? Now, I've known Tony Dark for a while now, and he does post like you cannot be friends with this man and not have a sense of humor. Like you have to have a sense of humor, and your sense of humor has to have a sense of humor sometimes. Because this man will
You know,
attack everybody.
Thank you. That's a big compliment, actually. I'm blushing.
He ain't lying.
I'm telling you. And D-Rock is right here, right?
Yeah.
You can see it right through my dark skin. I'm blushing. So, yes, I got banned for a little while.
How long
You
were you?
know,
How long were
I
you
was.
banned?
It's actually overall it was a month and a half,
Holy
and
shit!
normally I don't care though. Like it doesn't really bother me at all. One thing that really pissed me off is that you as you know, and we mentioned this before. So I have my music page, right?
Hmm.
And then I have my personal page. Well, back when I did this has been years. I couldn't start a new like page. Like I wasn't allowed to start like a band page. Like if I had my personal, then from my personal, you could make a like a music page or artist page, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I ended up doing. So of course my personal page is what allows me to control my music page. So I have two different Facebooks. Well, if I'm banned on my personal, I cannot post anything on my music page. I cannot reply to messages. I cannot do anything. And of course that kind of hurts my when it comes to the band and the music because if I need to communicate with somebody that I know, somebody that can promote us, somebody that can get us a show, I cannot. That's what really pissed me off, though. Now, I started with that because, so how I post some really bad stuff on my Facebook, and I'm trolling people all the time and whatnot, right?
Of course.
I must have pissed off somebody really freaking bad, man, to the point that they were sitting there reporting me, trying to find stuff to report me. The last time I got reported and I got banned for the whole month, somebody reported a comment with a picture comment that I posted about a year and a half ago. So that means that somebody sat there going through my Facebook, finding something to freaking report me or report
Damn, dude.
so I can get banned.
Holy shit. That needs to go on the Creeper podcast.
I'm telling you, like that shit really infuriated me, man. Wake up the next morning and uh, I'm completely logged out of Facebook, and I'm like, oh God, I was like, let it just be like a slap on the wrist, right? And no, boom, happens the whole 30 month. I'm sorry, the 30 days. And the problem was that I was banned for 3 days, right?
Hmm.
And then I came back and I was on for about a week, and then I got reported again. And I was out for a whole week, right? 7 days. Come back to Facebook, and 2 days later, though, no, 3 days later again, it happens again. And I was like, man, somebody really must freaking hate me at this point. So I had to delete everyone from my Facebook. Everything I've ever posted in like 6 years worth of stuff, gone.
You know,
But I kept the page.
that's really shitty. Like whenever you have to start all over again, because like I know some people hate this and some people find it cheesy, but I actually like the Facebook memory thing because I like to look at it and be like, oh man, I was such a bitch back in 2010, or oh man, I was like, damn, look at my old pictures, or look at what I had, or how shitty it was, or how good it was. I like the Facebook thing because when you get to like once you start getting older, like we made fun of our parents for always talking about back in the day, and as you get older, you realize like shit, back in the day, not everyone had a stick up their ass.
That is very true, though. And, it- you know, even last year, 2015, everybody was getting offended. That's when it started, though. That's when everything became so,
I think the being offended started before that. I think it started gaining momentum in 2015, but this year is when it really blew up.
Oh yeah, it succeeded this year.
Like it went to a whole like let's say okay, let's put it like this, man. Like like anything before 2015 was like just regular Goku, and this shit like last year was like Super Saiyan, and then this year is like Super. We went straight from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan Blue this year. That's how bad
We
it's
skip
gotten.
everything in between.
Yes, no, we're like Vegeta. Fuck it, all the other transformations.
That makes sense. It's a great way to put it, though.
Right.
Uh, but it's true, though. Everybody gets so freaking offended, man. Uh, I mean, of course, the stuff that I post is not, it's really things that people shouldn't freaking be posting
Well,
or
okay.
even making. Like,
Okay, all right. I'm gonna stop you right there. Let's hear from D-Rock. Okay, because I could talk about what you post, but let's hear from another point of view, like from what Tony, based on like what you see Tony post. Could you definitely see like, man, like dude, like the fact that he got reported? Are you not surprised? Are you surprised or?
No, I've known Tony for quite a while, and we started hanging out pretty recently. But I knew him. I would say I probably know each other half each other's lives,
yeah,
pretty
we've
much.
been known, yeah.
So I know his humor. I know how it is, and I'm not surprised that he's getting all these dislikes and people bashing on him. It's like the society of people get hurt way too easily. I know he's joking and stuff like that.
Well, have you ever been reported?
No,
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 I
no.
have.
I'm a watcher, man. I'll sit and watch, and I'll talk shit into your face if it has to get to that point. And the only time I ever got into somebody's face was at an anime convention. My very first ACON. I think that was ACON 13.
I got
2013.
reported. I got reported, and I was banned for like 24 hours or 3 days. I'm not sure what it was, and it was like the longest amount of time I have ever suffered. And I got reported when everybody was talking about that Deborah girl, the girl who went to my friend's house and then period all over his floor.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Anyway.
Didn't hear that one.
Oh
yeah,
God, I
yeah.
forgot. I broke my own rule. Don't mention names on the podcast. Anyways.
Yep.
Yeah, no. I'm not even gonna
Beat
edit
that
that
out.
out. Fuck it. Nope, not even.
Just let it run, man.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
YouTube gives
Actually,
no shits. Anyway, so I made a pic. You know that picture of like the statue and there's a guy eating a corn dog in front of it and it looks awkward as shit.
Mhm.
I edited
I know it.
her head onto that dude's body and then I edit a copy of the dude's body and post it. Like I posted two pictures, two people on there with her and her friend who were fighting with everyone and they were both holding the corn dog in front of the statue, and that picture got me reported and blocked for a while.
Was that like 2 years ago?
No, that was this year, dude.
This year? I
because
swear I seen that picture.
let me step in on this one. When I first met Jesse, well, we met over Facebook, right?
Right.
When I first started reading your stuff, like, you were just destroying everybody, man. You were going, you had no chill, dude. Like, it was like a wall of spikes coming towards you without stopping. And I was like, I'm gonna team up with this guy. It was great, man.
And you know what's
You know?
funny is that that's how I am in person too.
Oh, I know. Well, most of the time we chill is mainly at the shows, man. So we don't have time to, just bullshit around. I'm
Right.
always
Well,
running around myself.
at the Renaissance Festival, it was the Thanksgiving weekend. It was Sunday morning, and I had just stopped drinking because I was drinking until 6 in the morning. So it's about 9, and I'm starting to sober up. No, I'm still buzzed as hell. And there's this girl, and we were talking like, man, I was here, and she was standing right there, and I referred to her as a girl. And I'm like, she was standing right there in the fire, and I told her, hey, I'm gonna go look for the other girl. You stay right here. And she's like, did you just assume my gender? And my ass was still buzzed. So the best response that I could come up with, yes. It's like, you want to be a guy? Show me your penis.
Well, can I chime in on this one?
Yes.
So, voting, right? So I go to vote. Okay. Do you know where the shit's going, man? So I go to vote, right? And this old lady says, sir, may I see your driver's license? And I said, bitch, did you assume my gender? Bottom line is they kicked me out, so I couldn't vote.
Dude.
Actually, no,
Oh
for
my
real.
God. I yelled at housekeeping one time. At Delta HCon, I put on my suit, and it was a gray suit. And housekeeping came by our hotel room, and and it's like housekeeping, and they're knocking on the door, and I answer it, and my suit is the same shade of fucking gray as the housekeeping, and it looks even similar because it's just a straight button up all the way, and the first thing that comes out of her mouth is, "Oh, he already took care of it,"
Oh my
and
god.
I was like, "Bitch." You better go make
That's
that toilet sparkle now. I literally told her, you better make that fucking toilet sparkle now.
damn, dude. That's brutal, man. Damn. Wow,
Everybody laughed their ass off.
dude. Uh, it's just that's racist as fuck.
I don't give a shit. I'm
No,
brown.
not coming from you, from her. So he's Mexican. He's wearing the same stuff I'm wearing.
Dog. Dude, we have a white girl in our group who we nicknamed Privilege.
That sounds about right.
And she just ran with it.
Whoa. Tell him about Greg.
Oh, hashtag white boy Greg.
White boy Greg.
Gotta say the hashtag in, man.
Hashtag. Sorry. My apologies.
I'm
Hashtag.
sorry, Sarah. This is for mature audiences only.
Well, you want to tell him the story about hashtag white boy Greg?
Man,
Not much to tell, actually.
it's not really not much to tell about it. It's like it was like the first podcast, and he just wouldn't.
He wouldn't come up with a nickname. I was like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
Greg, we're doing our first podcast, man. So come up with a nickname or something for you, right?
He's like, oh, it's just whatever you say, I'll go with it. All right, and I just said hashtag white boy Greg.
And he didn't like it, but now he has to stay with it.
Yep, you
Oh,
gotta stay
God.
with it. Stay with it.
It's better than my friend Nicholas. He's like,
Uh-huh.
dude, I'm like, dude, you need a nickname. He's like he's trying to help me come up with a nickname. I'm like, dude, I know what your nickname's gonna be. You're gonna be Honey Buns from now on. Honey Buns. And I introduced him earlier on my live stream. Hey, everyone, please welcome Nicholas, aka nickname, aka Honey Buns.
Dude, that's if it sticks to you, well, I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's a really bad nickname, but it depends It depends on your sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even
Yeah.
matter if he bumps into an anime convention, and people watch your podcast, they're gonna start calling him that.
Yep.
And that's gonna
Yeah,
be
but
funny.
there's no video. They're not gonna know what he looks like.
Yeah, true.
And even then, I don't care. Like people, I mean, like most of the people might like to join my crew. There's only one rule: you can't have a stick up your ass. Seriously,
have
I
a
mean,
pipe? No
people are
stick,
like,
right?
people will be like, okay, so people like to comment like, okay, so this one girl is like commenting because I said this anime sucks. She's like, why are you being an asshole? No, she was calling me an asshole, and I'm like, listen, sweetheart. If you want to insult me, you're gonna have to try a lot harder than that. I have a
Oh, yeah.
mug that says that.
I hate when
like-
people say that.
Like my parents called me a piece of shit and they loved me. So
You're gonna have to try
I'm
harder
like,
than that.
I'm like, bring it. She's like, you're a dirty Mexican. I'll just take a shower. You're a piece of shit. I have a shirt that says that. You're an asshole. I have a mug that says that. You're the scum of the earth. I have a hat that says that. You're a Naruto fan. Okay, that's going too far, bitch.
Don't call people Naruto fans.
No, hell
come
no.
on. You don't like Naruto?
What? I gotta love and hate with Naruto. I can watch part of it, and some of it, it just gets too ridiculous.
I just don't like the.
I'd rather watch Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, of course.
I mean, Naruto was great until Shippuden, and then it just Naruto chasing Sasuke for 500 chapters.
That's a true prolo for their own. Yeah.
I think
Man,
there's
that's-
more to it than that because they kissed in one of the first few chapters. It was an
If you watch-
accident.
If you watch the hentai, you can see the true story behind that.
Oh my god.
It's no hentai. I mean, I'm sure there's a hentai, but no, I think so.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
There-
It's
there
called a yaoi.
should
It's
be.
called a
It's a
yaoi. It's a
hentai.
yaoi. It's not a hentai. It's a yaoi.
Yeah.
Yaoi,
Don't say
Or-
that too loud because my sister and my girlfriend are over here. They're
Dojin.
freaking-
What's those comics? Is it called Dojinshis or something? I don't know how to pronounce it, but
Well, my girlfriend and my sister just freaking watch yaoi all the freaking
Like
time.
religiously, let me guess.
Like, it bothers me so much sometimes. I'm
It
like,
gets at first you're like, and then it gets uncomfortable.
just gets creepy though. I'm like, God damn, dude, like, stop. There is a limit to this.
It's like, is that a chick? No, that's a boy. Why do they all look like chicks?
Oh my God, what's it called? What's that? Have you ever seen that anime Baku no Pico?
Hell no.
Don't watch that. Oh my God, that thing scarred me for life, dude. And I have seen some fucked up shit, man.
Is it
I've
worth?
seen Two Girls, One Cup.
Oh my
Okay,
god. Oh.
wait, not only that, I've seen Two Girls, One Cup while eating.
Wow, eating.
I was
Did you
eating
see?
and watching.
Did
I
you
was like,
see
this is.
the?
Hmm?
Did you see the BME Pain Olympics?
With the guy chops his own dick
Yeah, with the hatchet.
and yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that's like normal. That's like level one. Like
It's
you
level
get
one.
you gotta level up, man. Have you seen Two Guys, One
Is
Horse?
I thought it was called
is
Two Guys in a
Guru's
Plate.
training?
No, I saw the one that was called Two Guys in a Plate.
There's one called Two Guys and One Horse. There's an actual website dedicated to Two Guys, One Horse. You should watch that, man.
I'm not
I
watching
laugh.
anything.
You're not watching.
Okay,
For all
well,
of you out there, watch it.
okay, so the
Nah.
subject, you know, here at Geeks Fiber, we like to joke about a lot of things, but whenever you need advice from actual people that kind of know what they're talking about, they're pretty cool. They're awesome. Check out my folks. They're my white folks. Okay, so you better not mess with them. They're a group called Serves You Right. You can check them out right now at facebook.com/serves you right cast. You can submit questions if you need any advice. I'm going to submit a question to them right now. Is this the Krusty Krab? And they better answer it in their next podcast. So check them out. They also have a YouTube channel and a website, servesyouRightCast.com. Well, okay, guys, we were talking about Tony Dark going into Facebook jail and the bullshit ass Facebook policy that is. Like, honestly, dude, and I want to get your opinion, D-Rock, man. Like, how I know there's a lot of people that are easily offended, but the fact that Facebook is catering to these people, like, what do you think of that whole thing? Like, because it's coming to the point where you can't have a sense of humor anymore. And even
Okay.
then,
Uh,
go ahead.
no, I'm gonna tell you like it is, man, and I don't really just tell it like it is, but honestly, it shouldn't be no limits to this bullshit. It should be we. I'm not gonna be one of those people that's like back in days like MySpace, for example. It's like, oh, it's my page. It's what I can do whatever I want. I think it is Facebook is somewhat our personal thing. People use it for networking. People use it to run business. Like Tony, he uses gets his networking skills out for his music and stuff like that. Some people even use it for just the daily life to use it. These abandonment issues, it shouldn't be there. I understand blocking people for certain stuff. I understand if Tony was out saying oh, I'm gonna come and just beat your ass, motherfucker, and say that and like abuse people like that way, fine, you can block him like that. What he posted on there, if I can't, man, it makes me so angry because the world we live in is just for anything that goes wrong, somebody get upset about it and they get their way from it. It doesn't
Okay.
matter who they. Okay,
I
I'm
have a
sorry.
question though. I have a question.
I'm probably going away from the question.
No,
Yeah, I'm
no,
sorry.
no, no. It's cool. It's cool. No, actually, this is same subject, and I don't think you were gonna answer this question anyway. On your own. Because you run a podcast.
Mhm.
First off, before I get to my initial question, does your podcast have a Facebook page, like a
Yes
fan
and
page?
no.
Yes or no?
Yes and no at the moment. I do have it. I honestly, I don't know what I'm doing with it, to be honest, because I'm starting it. I'm trying to learn how to do everything, but I do have one. I can't tell you a link because I don't think I even have a link for it right now.
I'm
Uh,
sure, dude.
But do you post on it? Do you make posts?
Not frequently, but I do every so often. I
Well,
use
do you
it to
do you share
pot.
your podcast on the page?
Yes, I share my podcast and my Twitch.
Okay, and here's the thing, and this is where the question is going. As a person
Okay.
that runs a podcast, do you feel like sometimes because Facebook caters so much to people, they get offended if you don't look in the opposite direction when you walk past them. Do you feel like you kind of have to? It hinders your, it kind of handicaps your show in the sense that you have to kind of watch what you say because you're afraid that you might get reported. Like, let's say you make a Facebook video, do you have to watch what you say, or do you feel like you have to watch what you say because of the way Facebook or you, not so much as YouTube, but I think the way Facebook is run.
If I have Facebook run, yes. I do kind of limit my. Well, I even tell Tony about it. Tony is a lot. That's what I appreciate about Tony. He does respect. So if we do tone down our podcast a bit, and the reason behind that is because of Facebook rules and what like that. I hope in the future that we can go all out and just be our crazy selves, and so people can see us 100%. But
Mm-hmm.
to answer your question, yes, I do kind of hold back some of the stuff we kind of go off on. I think the most intense we ever got was during the Nintendo Switch one.
Well, I mean, and this is why, this is one of the reasons why I do audio only, because there's a little bit more leverage if you only have audio.
Mm-hmm.
But I still run the risk of getting reported. But I also do the disclaimers in the beginning. But that's not gonna stop them from reporting me, and that's not gonna stop it from getting me removed, because it happens. I mean, people will go out of their way to make sure that your life is going through hell.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen
And see,
Tony. Go ahead, Tony.
go ahead. Well,
No, you
based
go
on that, because actually, I was gonna say something about that. It is true though, because look, Facebook, it is. I mean, it's free, right? We don't have to pay for anything, right?
Right.
Right. So it doesn't really freaking bother me, but of course they make money because of how things run, right? Because of all the people using it, that's how they make money. I mean, advertisements and whatnot. Well, here's where I got really mad about it. So I posted my new song. So I released a song about 4 days ago, 5 days ago, right? And of course, when I make my own music, I can say whatever the fuck I want. I can say, whatever. I don't care if people like it or not. I don't care, to be honest with you, right? Because I'm making it because
Well,
it makes me happy.
and you know what? I'm gonna stop you right there. You might not care what people think of your what you have to say, but however, dude, like we've been we've been showing your music around to other people, and people like your shit, dude. It is actually good,
Well,
especially
thank you,
especially freezing, dude. I have so much mad love for that song.
though. Well, you'll see whenever we already recorded the song, and this is under subsidence stuff. Like this is separate. Like we are recording everything. So like I mentioned to you, we do everything ourselves. We record all of our music. We master the music. We mix the music, music videos and so on. Right?
You heard it
We
right
do
here,
everything
folks.
ourselves.
You heard it from here from Tony Dark. Under Subsidence is about to drop the hottest album of 2017.
It will be so high to melt right through the table, man. Just what you'll see.
Yeah.
So okay, so based on that, right? So I go in. So I have my own project, right? So I release my song, and I'm paying Facebook to advertise the song for about 15 days, right? I normally do that because why not, right? It lets me target different countries. It lets me target age groups and so on and so forth.
Right.
Well, I posted the lyrics on the description of the video, and at the end of the video, I say the word "fuck" twice, right? Uh, well, whenever I submitted the ad or the promotion, they declined it because it had the word well, actually they didn't say what it was. They said you got to read the policy, the new policy that we have. So I go through it, and they pretty much took any kind of freedom of speech that we had. If we had anything left, it's gone.
Okay.
You can't say anything about anybody's religion.
Let me stop you right there. You got in trouble. You posted the lyrics,
Yes.
and did they get in trouble because in the song you said fuck, or in the lyrics when you
On the
posted the
lyrics.
lyrics? Like, was it writing or you actually said it that they got mad for?
No, on the writing, on the actual description of the video, right? So I was like, I'm gonna post the lyrics, and it is on the description that says fuck, right? If you go read it, that's what it says, right?
Right.
So again, they didn't tell me what it was. They made me read the policy. So you can target any specific group. You cannot target any religion or gender or say words that will offend people. So whenever I read that, I was like, then I'm assuming that's what they meant, right?
Right.
So I go back and I go to the word and I delete the last three letters of the word fuck. I put a asterisk instead, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I submitted the song again, and then they approved it. And it made me so freaking angry because it's your music though. You're paying them to do the shit, and they're still gonna restrict it that way. I mean, I can go ahead and go to maybe Twitter because Twitter doesn't give a shit. I love Twitter though. You can post porn, you can post whatever the hell you want on Twitter, and they will not give a crap, right? But again, Facebook, man, a lot of people that follow me are on Facebook, and I was like, you know what? I will do it for them. And the fact that you have to actually go through all that bullshit just to promote something that you're still paying to do, it makes no sense to me, man.
Right.
Everybody gets offended nowadays. Everybody gets all heartbroken and whatnot, man. And what we're doing to ourselves is taking all the freedom of speech away from everybody.
Right. Right. I mean, the way I see it, man. Here's the thing. We're gonna go to the offending thing. There's lots of things about me because I like to keep a lot of my life private. Like nobody really knows like what I do besides like because the way I am on Facebook is kind of the way I am in person. However, like I don't actually do half the stuff that I say I'm gonna do. Like, oh look, I just tagged myself at this place and I said I got into a fist fight with a Christmas tree. And no, I didn't actually do that. Sometimes it does happen. Sometimes it doesn't. And I like and I've seen your post, dude, and I've like there are some that I'm like you know, but I'll still laugh at them. But that's the thing though, because like I'm religious. I'm a Christian, but even I will make fun of my own religion because unlike the Protestants, I'm a Catholic, so we have a sense of humor. You know, we'll make fun of everything. You know, we don't care because that's the whole point of life is just to live it the way you want and to be happy. And the whole point of living my life is I don't enforce what I believe in or what I think is right. I don't care what you do with your life. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what you identify as. You know, I don't care what anybody believes. I don't care what anybody says. You know, unless you're gonna put food on my plate and pay my fucking bills, then I don't give a shit. And nobody can tell me the way to live my life.
Exactly, and that's the way I see it. Also, you know, the only thing is that people, and I'm not gonna get into the whole religion thing because that's
I'm not either. I
that's another
totally
yeah,
hate
that's
that.
another story, man. Because
No,
I hate religion and politics. I fucking hate that, man.
I hate them both
Uh,
too, dude. I hate them
it's,
both.
it's it's fucking stupid. But anyway, I understand though because
But I will say this: shout out to my nigga Trump. No, no, no. I already lost 10 subscribers.
do you know how many jobs he's going to create
2.5
building
million.
that wall? Building that wall, dude, and then he's gonna terminate those jobs right away after it's done. I mean,
Dude,
this guy has a plan.
you know what? You know what, dude? I gotta hand it to him. When 2.5 million people said they would flee the country if he got elected, guess what? He just created 2.5 million jobs. He's not even in office.
But here's the thing: nobody has fled the country.
God damn it. And
So,
everybody wants to
anyway,
run to Canada. I don't see anybody saying, "Oh, let's run to Mexico."
well, here let me tell you something though. Next election, I will run for president. Guess I can, because who's gonna stop me?
Are you
I'm
going to be
gonna have
35 by the next election?
No, he's
no.
gonna find a way around it.
You don't have to be
Yeah, you
35.
should. Yes, you do.
You can well. What's it called? The kid that did it, 14-year-old kid.
That
These
motherfucker didn't get
nuts.
far.
He did it. He did it. He didn't
No,
get
he
far.
ran for it, but you can't vote for him because he doesn't meet the criteria.
I,
You have to have lived in the country
exact.
for
I'm not.
14
I don't.
years. You have to be a natural born citizen.
I
You have
was
to be 35 or older.
so I was born. I was born in this country, of course.
Hmm.
I have. This is not an accent. This is a speech impairment. I'm a little uh, dumb on the dumb side.
No,
I'm not
you're so full
35
of
yet.
shit. You told us you got that accent to pick up chicks.
Shit! Now everybody. Okay, so now, can you erase that? Can you delete that? Nobody's gonna.
I
No
mean,
girls are gonna.
I mean,
Oh my god!
Tony Dark
No.
is mentally retarded.
Yes, there you go. I'm a potato sometimes. So,
No,
but
you're not.
I'll
You're
be
like a
35.
cucumber.
Okay. Green.
No,
No.
sometimes people don't like you.
If you put any hot sauce on the cucumber and some lemon and salt, it'll be fucking delicious.
No, you're a
Not saying
cucumber
pour hot sauce on me.
because most of the people hate you, but it's mostly girls that love you. Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
Ah, that. Oh my God, I just had flashbacks from Kroger's.
Shit. Well, one thing I wanted to ask, and if you don't mind me asking D-Rock a question, I'm very curious.
Oh shit.
Uh, Let me ask you this. So, did you get in a fight at your first convention?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
That's
I didn't get in a fight.
that's something
Okay.
I've been
All right.
wanting to ask you.
So I can tell you some con stories. All right, it was one of my first cosplays. I did the guy cosplay from Tales of the Abyss, the video game. The guy with the blonde hair. I pretty much rocked that. People at conventions call me Black Guy. But I was first time in cosplay, just trying it out. This guy comes to me and just say, "Hey man, you suck, man. You gotta be white to be guy." I'm like, dude, I'm just playing the character because he's cool. And the guy just just hate the hate. So he went on his business. I went about my business. Um, then later the guy came back up and literally like sneaked up and sucker punched me when I wasn't looking.
Wow.
So I was like, what the fuck? So I just went and I just start prowling on him with my prop sword on the handle. And then I saw the con staff, and I was like, I ain't getting in trouble. So I just ran off after just beating the shit out of him. But basically the guy just beat the shit out of me, well, punched me in the face because my cosplay didn't go match up to any kind of
That's bullshit, dude.
stuff like that. And that really scarred me for being cosplay. I didn't do another cosplay till next year, but I still went to con. So, but that was back in 2012.
Let's cosplay for next con.
She already got 3 cosplays in the works. We'll finish up one right now. So,
yeah,
but
I'm totally going back to the gym to be Maui from Moana.
nice.
No, but speaking of fights, I almost got into one at the Renaissance Festival.
You're always well. You were drunk the whole time. Of course, you got in a fight.
Dude, like, so I'm helping this girl find her friend who's 17 years old.
Mhm.
And turns out she was with a group of guys and they were running a train on her.
Nice.
And I'm trying to
How
save
come
her.
so?
I'm like, dude, like, one of the guys is in the one of the guy's brothers in the military. I'm like, and ironically, we were in the same battalion, and so I'm like, dude, I think I know your brother. He's like, oh shit. And then here comes this other guy. And he's like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, dude, mind your own fucking business. He's like, this is my campsite. And I'm drunk and I'm with the girl. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, dude, we start talking shit to each other. And God forbid, I decide that I'm gonna fight this guy. I don't know why. This is his campsite, but I decide I'm gonna fight him. So I take the Barney suit off, and I totally forgot I wasn't wearing pants underneath it. So I'm in my drawers at like 30-degree weather, and the guy's totally flipping out, and I don't know why. And then I look down, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm in my underwear.
That's like epic. Like
And
I'm
then
not
like I started chasing after him, blowing kisses, like, come here, Papi Chulo. He bolted in the opposite direction.
I wouldn't want to fight anybody naked, to be honest with you.
Especially in
Gotta
this.
be just in a freaking Barney suit.
He's like, oh, he's like, well, keep the Barney suit on, please. I totally forgot
I
I
don't
wasn't
know.
wearing pants. I was like, oh shit, I thought I was wearing pants.
That would scar the crap out of me for life. No, see, I've been in too many fights, man, to even. So, I was in martial arts for about 8 years. Actually, since I was about 8 years old till I was 19 or 20, I was in martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
So, because of that, I rarely got in fights afterwards. You know, like I used to be in a fight. I used to get in fights all the time, and then I started going back to martial arts, and that kind of just, took that rage out of me because I was beating the crap out of punching bags and sparring with other people in the school. So I really never got into fights though. Not here anymore, at least I say. So I don't have any cool stories about me getting in a fight.
I just got tons of rage quit stories, but those will be for another time once I leave my current job. I want to talk about
Most
that.
of my fight stories are either at the club because of some stupid girl, or
And
like
see, that's the thing. Like nowadays, you gotta be careful, man, because everybody's either carrying some kind of weapon or a gun or something, right? So you gotta be really careful nowadays, man.
oh my god, please, like, oh dude, I went to this party in the hood, and these two guys were about to throw down, and one of them whips out a gun. And my drunk, stupid ass decides to jump in front of him and start calling him a pussy for pulling out the gun. And he's holding the gun, like, right in my face.
Dude, you get in some crazy situations, brother.
Then again, I was a lot younger back then. I see a gun now, I'll
I
turn
wouldn't
around.
let it play it out.
Uh,
If I see somebody pull out a gun and I'm not involved, I'll be like, let's see what happens.
and it's not like it was inside the house or in the backyard. They were out in the middle of the street. I remember it too so vaguely.
Well, now that you talk about the fight, were you here when I got in a fight with? I'm gonna say his name because he will never listen to this. With Martin.
Oh, with the oh man, I was here, man. I saw the whole thing,
dude. So he's one of my best friends, though, and when he drinks, he turns to somebody out. He's an asshole. So it's like 3 a.m. though, and I have something about. I gotta clean though. Like I'm a clean freak, right? Mm-hmm. So everybody's drunk. I'm drunk as fuck, and I'm sweeping. Why am I sweeping at 3 a.m. when we're throwing a party? I don't know, right? So I was like, hey dude, can you please? Yeah, right. I mean, I'm being for real. Why? I have no idea, right? So I'm sweeping. In my head, I'm doing the right thing, right? So I'm like, hey dude, can you please move, man? I'm trying to clean here. And he said no. That's like, oh come on, dude, please, right? And he kept saying no, so he did not move. So I go and I just continue sweeping, right? So he freaking shoves me though, like, and I'm drunk, right? So I flew off, I failed, right? I'm sweeping. What am I gonna do, right? So I get up and instead of being like, hey dude, what the fuck, right? I get up and I Sparta kick him in the stomach, and then I punch him in the face. And as soon as I'm about to swing again, one of my friends just tackles me, and then everybody gets in between. I'm over here in my head. I'm looking for my knife. I'm looking for my gun, and apparently everybody took all my crap away from me, while they had me like pinned against the wall, right? And I got hurt really bad from everybody grabbing me, holding me back, than the actual fight.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna tell you because honestly, it seems like you don't remember what happened. But
that's what I remember.
All right, it went exactly like you said, but because when Martin pushed him, I mean, he went flying. I'm talking about like some Marvel vs. Capcom 2 wall counter shit. Then he went flying up. He got up. He Spartan kicked him and he punched him in the face. Then everybody nobody got up. Everybody was just kind of staring. But yeah, everybody got up and started moving when Tony said, "I'm gonna fucking kill this nigga. Where my gun at?"
Okay, I don't remember.
You don't remember that? That's when everybody got up really fast, and everybody hold you for the life. And Christy had to talk to you, man. That's when everybody got scared because we thought you were gonna kill Martin.
I do not remember that. I kind of remember looking for my gun. I didn't.
You said that exact line, and you were talking to you were gonna kill him. You were gonna kill him.
Thanks for clarifying that. I do not remember that. So Jesse, yes, I almost killed somebody, man.
Man,
almost killed one of my best friends.
Remind me not to mess with you.
Dude, that's why. Okay, I don't drink as much anymore. Like, and I say that like I drink 1 or 2 beers, right? Just to,
In your defense, man, he pushed you in your own home, man.
Yeah, he's got a point. D-Rock's got a point, dude. There's like, there are certain things you don't do in a man's home. You don't you don't push a man in his own home. You don't flirt with the man's wife in his own home. You don't reach into his fridge without his permission.
Dallas.
So, okay, let me tell you something. I wasn't, like, the next day, I wasn't mad that he pushed me. I was mad that he stole our shot glasses.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. And he took my, I had an hourglass that Christy gave me.
Mm.
And he also took that. And how do I know that he took that? Because his girlfriend at the time gave it back to my girlfriend.
Damn.
That's what pissed me off. I'm like, dude, I trust you guys. I have a lot of crap that is worth a lot of money in my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I trust all these people to come to my house because they're my friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you don't fucking take shit like that. I've been to people's houses, man. They've left me alone. And I've never taken anything. Why would I want to take something?
If
Jesus
anything,
Christ.
if I came to your house, I'd probably leave stuff there for the next time. Hey man, watch these shot glasses for me, man. Take care of my chalice.
Like, I don't see the point. So, but thank you, D-Rock, for clarifying that. Because to be honest with you, all I remember is somebody was tackling me and holding me against the wall.
That mostly everybody was holding you down because it was.
Hey, I have a question for the both of y'all. Do y'all have a time limit? Did y'all have to like go to bed? Because I know both of y'all work tomorrow.
I am off tomorrow, so
dude, I don't work till like 11.
All right, so
we can do a 24-hour podcast if you want.
Well, actually, I want to end this one and do another podcast just so I can have it like 5 days from now. We can just continue shit talking about random shit.
All right.
Sound good?
All right.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I'm gonna end this one real quick. And first of all, like everyone just heard our entire conversation about doing another pre-recorded podcast, and you know what? That's fine because it's all raw. Like that's what makes Geeks 5 Ever so awesome because we can sit here and it's not just a lot of people have been wanting to do podcasts, but they're afraid to join our podcast. If you run a group or if you're a cosplayer or whatever, it doesn't matter what you do. It does. If you want to join our podcast, join our podcast. We have a rapper. There's this guy who's a nerd who also raps. Because he heard about like this dude saw us at Onicon. Then he heard about what we were doing with UNDERSUBSIDENCE. So now he wants to jump in on the Geeks 5 Ever bandwagon. So
all more people, man.
Cool, bro.
Pioneers,
the better, right?
the pioneers. And I told him like, well, I have to see because I told him like we kind of have an exclusive with UNDERSUBSIDENCE, which isn't true, but I kind of want to be loyal to my boys.
Hey, brother. Like,
let me say this to everybody that's listening to the cast, man. If you listen to this podcast or you're just browsing around this podcast, and if you go to all these Texas conventions or any other place, man, and if I understand everybody's like shy and the shy people, but man, come on and talk to us, man. We're not gonna hurt you, man.
That's
come
right.
Chill. Just if you want to be on the podcast, just let Jesse Goku know or anybody else that knows our circle, man. Just let us know, and I'm pretty sure we're happy to have you on.
That's right.
That's exactly one
Don't be afraid of the colored folk.
You know, that's exactly something that I was thinking though. People are so afraid, and I understand though. Like, you know, because I'm kind of the same way. Like, I don't, and it's freaking ironic how this is gonna sound, but yeah, I love being in front of people. I love being on stage. I love singing. It can be 1,000 people. It can be 10,000. I don't give a crap. Like, I don't really get nervous. I love that. But when I'm off the stage, man, I want to just hide, right? I don't know why. Like, I just like, you know, I say hi to people and whatnot, but I want to hide, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I understand. But it also, you know, don't, like I said, like he's saying, don't be shy, don't be afraid though. Because look, to me, if you come up to me and you start conversing, you can say, hey man, have you seen Space Dandy? I'll be like, fuck yeah. You know, just that's simple. I don't know about D-Rock. I don't know, you know, why.
No, man, I used to be like the shy kid don't talk, but even dude, you know, we can go all night. So just talk to one of us, man. If you want to be on the show, you got any ideas, shoot Jesse Goku idea, man. He'll run with it.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and all right, we're gonna do a part 2. So it'll come up like this podcast. I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna be up late tonight editing, so I'm gonna have it up by tomorrow afternoon, the latest. Uh,
Just edit the stuff that.
yeah. I mean, shit. I mean, we do all of our editing, all of our videos, everything that we've done, our live streams, everything has been made with the laptop that was donated by Tony Dark.
No, thank you, man. And you're like you need it more than I do, brother. You're doing better just that way because I was just sitting there.
All right. Well,
You know.
we're gonna do a part two, so we're gonna be talking more about people being afraid to join the podcast. Anyways, big shout out to everyone. Big shout out to Serves You Right. Big shout out to we're Geeks Fiber is going to be at IkiCon New Year's Eve in Austin, Texas. Make sure you come check out our panels. Our only two panels that have been confirmed as of right now are Dragon Ball versus Naruto and Dragon Ball 101. Dragon Ball versus Naruto is the ultimate dick swinging, shit talking panel. It is not who would win a death battle, it's which fandom is better. Both fandoms could have representatives go up on stage and literally talk shit to the other. The panel is rated PG-14, so that means anything goes. Also, Dragon Ball 101 is just a Dragon Ball panel we do, and we might even showcase Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 during the panel. This is at IkiCon in Austin, Texas. Make sure you check out D-Rock's podcast on YouTube.com. It's called Generic Mana Podcast. We'll post up a link to him. Also, Tony Dark and UNDERSUBSIDENCE. Shout out to UNDERSUBSIDENCE for providing the theme song to all of our podcasts that we use in the very beginning of the video for the warnings. And also, shout out to, I already said, Serves You Right. They're pretty cool and they're only a month old, so I'm trying to help them get some awareness. Also, we just confirmed that we will be at HavenCon. I'm not sure where it is, but I know it's in April, so I'll get more information on that. Also, we're waiting on our confirmation for UshiCon. We'll be at Delta HCon, San Japan, RealmsCon, OniCon, San Antonio Comic Con, Comic Palooza, and hopefully other cons. We're going to try to hit up 12 conventions a year hosting the Super Cosplay Dating Game Show. So if you haven't already seen that podcast, that event, it is amazing. It is awesome. It's like Rocky Horror with cosplay dating and a WWE live event all rolled into one. The crowd is savage, and if you don't bring your A game, they will boo you off the stage. I'm Anime Unrated. Make sure you check us out on Facebook.com/Geeks5Ever, YouTube.com/Geeks5Ever. Hit the thumbs up. Don't hit the thumbs down. If you hit the thumbs down, I will fucking find you. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you subscribe to D-Rock's channel. Also, make sure you subscribe to UnderSubsidence's YouTube channel and their Facebook page. All the links will be posted in the description below. Also, make sure you check out our other previous podcasts. If you have any comments, questions, or complaints, you can send them to the Facebook page, but nobody's going to listen to them. Nobody gives a shit. This is Anime Unrated, and I'm telling everyone to stay classy.